Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How was your break from all things Facebook and Instagram yesterday? Did you have a nice break? So interesting. So Mercury retrograde, so appropriate for the times. But we're back today and back live. So our weekly check-in here in the Heart Powered Coaches and Healers Collective. For those of you who are members of the group, you can also watch these on YouTube. And I believe today we're broadcasting to the page as well. So, because we're at the beginning of a brand new month and we are starting back on our journey of flowing through the astrology houses. And I am, for those of you who don't know already, I call myself astro curious. I love all things astrology. I could spend a ton of time learning and taking classes, and I run my business utilizing astrology to help me plan and manage my time and my energy and to see what's unfolding. I use it with my clients. So I thought, it's something I love, and I know that a lot of you resonate with it as well. So this year we've been rolling through the 12 houses, excuse me. We're on the 10th house today. And so each month we are flowing with a theme, and this month's theme couldn't be more perfect as we play with the 10th house of I achieve would be a really good mantra for the 10th house. And I wanted to, talk about that and how you might be working with this energy. We've also got the energy of the new moon happening tomorrow, and I'm going to be popping back in with some info about that. I've got a little surprise for you all that I will be floating back in with tomorrow. But in the meantime, if you're watching me live or watching the replay, if you're watching me live, I'm on StreamYard. So please give them permission so I know that you're here. And if you're watching the replay, #replay. So let's dive into the 10th house and what it is all about. So when we look at our 10th house in astrology, we're looking at reputation, career, legacy, what we're known for. We're also looking at long-term business foundation, sustainability, which is one of my huge things that I talk about is ensuring that you're building a sustainable business. So the focus is actually, we could think of it, when I talk about career and legacy and reputation, you might be thinking it's externally focused, and it is at the top half of the chart. So it is our public image. But the focus is internal and the effect is external. So we can try to control what we put out, but ultimately people will have, their opinions and beliefs about us and what we're doing in the world. And that's fine, perfectly great and fine. As one of my mentors and many people say, if you aren't creating some lines in your business or in your life where there's these people are in my camp and these people aren't, we do want to be allowing people to flow where they're meant to be. Not everyone is meant to be in our world. So it's not a bad thing to, have people choose to opt out of your energy because it leaves room for people that are meant to. So when we look at this house in terms of achievement, it's really how we see ourselves as well as how the community sees us and our efforts. So we really work on manifesting ourselves through the energy of this house. And you can look up in your chart, which sign, and that'll give you some more clues around, what your own personal energy is like. Mine is in Aquarius. So I definitely have that energy of, wanting the old traditions disrupted and new ways to replace them, right? Well, which is why I talk about anti-marketing and, really focusing on you creating something that's uniquely you. So it is very much in my 10th house. If we look to that, it's no surprise that I would be talking about things like that. So it's also really affirming when we can look at those pieces and know that, yeah, that's just how we're wired and designed. So, this is also an area where we look at, how to improve things, how to make an impact. So it's really, really important if we're feeling aligned with our work, that we are feeling aligned with our work. We've got to feel that, excitement about the cause. We need to feel that passion about what we're doing in the world so that we can really create a status for ourselves, a career, a reputation that's worthwhile. That's really what this house is about. So, where are you in that energy? Are you, what part of what you're either in business for or what you're looking at getting in business for are you is that cause for you, that thing that gets you really passionate about showing up every day to create this, to connect with your soul clients? What part of your beingness is that? Where's that cause, that you've got? For me, it's ensuring that twofold: one, that people are connected to this beautiful brain in their heart, and two, that you're out in the world doing the work you're meant to do, and that there's nothing impeding that progress and connecting with your soul clients. So in addition, what else is this beautiful 10th house about that has so much to teach us and help us to be out in the world? This isn't about gaining material things. If we think about, sometimes you could think, oh, career, reputation. That material piece is the second house. 10th house, we want that success for the sake of honor, for social status, maybe. So it's a different type of energy. Again, we're back to what I was just talking about, like that cause that we are desiring to work with and for, and to help create change around in others' lives or in the world. This house is ruled by Capricorn. So that's the goat, right? It's responsible, slow, and methodical. Rises to the top to achieve what it wants. So, but there's still this intuitiveness that gets combined with that to know the right way we're meant to do things. And I love this because it is, and we're in this beautiful Libra energy right now with coming into the Libra new moon. So perfect to be talking about this flow between, the methodical, the systems. I talked right about needing to have those long-term business foundations in place, but also relying on this brain in your heart, relying on your intuition to help guide you, relying on your passion. Both pieces need to be in place for us to feel, to have that perseverance it takes to keep going when things don't feel like they're in the flow, and for us to celebrate ourselves when we are in flow, when things are occurring the way we desire them to. So, this is the house, excuse me, where we learn about our path, the goals, and what it takes to get there. And, so how do you, what legacy, this is one of the questions of the 10th house, where we can leave a legacy. What is our destiny? Something to that, sometimes when somebody asked me that a long time ago, I thought it was like, well, a legacy isn't for me. Like legacies are for people who do XYZ. But, and I don't even know what I thought that was, but we each are leaving our own legacy, whether it, for our family, for those in our community, for those that we support. And it's big or small, it doesn't matter. It's yours and yours alone. And you get to decide what that impact is, what that piece of you that you're stepping into and sharing with the world, however big a slice of that looks like for you. So, what else is in this house? So this is really one of the, most public areas of our house. So it's our role in life and the career we're growing into, as opposed to daily work that would be covered by the 6th house. So where for you are you wanting to, I always like to, as we step into these themes, think about what pieces of this house might need some love and attention from you. Where is it flowing, and where might you want to, um, where might it need some energy behind it to create more flow? So it could be business foundations. It could be this idea of sustainability. It could be how you show up in the world or where you show up in the world, like your public image. And maybe you need support around figuring out what that looks like. How do you want to be seen out in the world? How do you see yourself? And we'll flow through each week as we focus on one of these houses. So for those of you that are new and with us for, hasn't been around for one of these rounds, each week I'll pull out one of these different themes and we'll dive even deeper into it. So lots of goodness here. And if you're curious and you want to know more about your own 10th house, there's a ton of different astrology tools that you can use to look up which house your 10th house is, sign your 10th house is ruled by, and then you can get some info on that. And we'll put some resources in the comments so that you can find some places to look that up. But in general, where is that energy for you? Where do you want to be making that? Where do you want to be improving things? Where do you want to be making that impact? What is that cause that you are really passionate about? And I know for most of you that I've gotten a chance to talk to or have read your notes as you joined the group, that you really want to make change in this world, that you want to make a difference, that you want to help others heal, that you want to help heal the planet. Those are beautiful causes that are tied to you and your legacy. And so that's not about material things, but it is about, what you want to create in the world. But how we get there, we have this duality here in this house, right? How do we get there? It's that goat, responsible, slow, methodical to achieve what we need. So as I say over and over again to ad nauseum for my poor clients who hear it in their head, patient with the forming. I think the 10th house is one of those areas where we're really learning about ourselves and our path, our goals. And we do need to be patient with the forming, but we do need to take steps every day, inspired action to get there. So what are you inspired to create? What are you up to in the world? What is your passion? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. And if there's any piece of this that you want some more support around, let me know, because I always like to tailor these topics to what you need to help you on your journey, wherever you are with that business journey for yourself. If you're just in the exploration phase, or if you're formed but aren't feeling the flow. All right, my friends. So as I said, I'm going to be popping back in, probably in your inbox as well as in your feed, with a little gift for the new moon. And I think it's going to be a powerful one. I am feeling all the feels because I have a Libra moon, and it is a Libra new moon. So feeling all my feels, and it's all been really activated for me. So I'm excited to share around that and for us to use that energy for our own personal growth and our business. So I will be back with more, and I'll be back next week as well. Same time, same bat channel, typically same time. And I was thinking about going back to Facebook Direct instead of StreamYard, but after yesterday, I decided I would stick with StreamYard for the moment. So, all right, I am hoping and wishing that you are having a beautiful week so far, sending you much love and a reminder that all it takes is a little bit of heart power, and I will see you next time.